Hi everyone. I hope everyone is well. I wanted to jump on really quickly and talk about Kitchen 101 cleaning. You'll see that there is a bit of a cleaning challenge going on over in our US kind of Facebook. Hey Beck. And I popped up some info today and I wanted to share with you literally like 3 things that I use in my kitchen. Sorry to those of you on Insta, I feel like I'm looking up here. And for those of you on Instagram, the light is right behind me and I look like, I don't know, what do I look like? I'm coming from somewhere. Hey Ash, hey Nikki, hey Bev. This is the joys of doing things at night when you've got lights kind of beaming behind you. I'll try and sit forward, maybe that'll help. So these are literally pretty much the only 3 things that I tend to use in my kitchen. Tea tree, lemon, and On Guard. I'm going to look at this screen. So for those of you down there, I'm sorry. But I will save this one and upload it to YouTube. So lemon gets rid of smells like nappy bins, normal bins, you name it. It's the stink bomb. So amazing in the kitchen, laundry, like wet dogs, wet towels, all that sort of stuff. Lemon is your best friend. Hey Rochelle. So I love to use lemon in like my spray and wipes, in my toilet sprays, oven cleaners, like all that sort of stuff. So good in my dishwasher. Bevy, can't get a decent washing up detergent. To make your own, Bev, I use the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. I just pour a bit of that in the dish, like in this hot water. I don't tend to do a lot of washing up. I use my dishwasher and then we just use either organic washing powder or we're going to talk about some pods you can make. So I bought some little devices. So what I wanted to share with you, essential oils are amazing, but they're so powerful that they will eat through plastic. So you need to get good quality plastic, but I don't actually recommend that. I recommend glass. Hey Jack, makes glass greasy. Add a bit of Castile soap or just plain Castile soap for dishes. You could buy I have previously bought, Bev, an like organic unscented detergent, like dishwashing detergent, and then I add in generally some lemon or lime or something. You could try that. So this is just an amber bottle. These generally will set you back about $6. You can generally get a pack of 2 for like maybe $10 or $12. So I bought these ones from a store called Buy Me, and I bought these labels. And what's cool about these labels is they're not stickers, it's just vinyl, so it like sticks to the glass. So it doesn't matter if it gets wet or anything like that. And it's just a beautiful label that says all-purpose cleaner. I've also got one for glass. You can't see that, sorry. For those of you on Facebook. Well, that lighting's bad. Insta get it way better. So with making your own kind of all-purpose sprays, it's so simple. Vinegar, about 1/4 of vinegar, add your essential oils and then fill it up with some distilled water. So I tend to do like lemon and tea tree. So I might do 10 drops of each. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot at all. And then if I have a really hectic like stain or mark on my bench, I often will just put 1 drop on top of it, leave it for a little while, and then I just get paper towel and it comes straight off. Sometimes you can even just use your finger. So that's literally all I use. I do have a separate one which has just got On Guard in it. I tend to use it for my shower, but I will use it if there's sickness in the home, if we've got people that have been over that are sick, that sort of thing, because it's really super antibacterial. So the oils we're talking about, some of them have antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, antimicrobial properties. So they are super powerful, and they will do, if not better job than your Ajax or your spray and wipe. And if you use those, please stop. So spray and wipe is super simple. Glass cleaner, you can pretty much do the same thing. I tend to do more, like about half of vinegar. So I like using ratios because it doesn't matter what your bottle size is. You can just do a quarter for spray and wipe, half for glass. I do tend to do a full bottle of vinegar if it's for the shower or for mold. And then I just used On Guard for that. But we'll do showers and bathrooms another day. This is one of my favorite little things. So guys, I've got a bit of allergies. I went to a homewares store today in my lunch break to get us a new bed doona, like an actual doona, duvet, because it's bloody cold here at the moment. And we bought ourselves a king-size bed like 2 years ago. And I think that we mustn't have had a cold winter because it appears we only have a queen doona. And for the last few nights, we've been freezing. And let's face it, once you're married, you do not want to sleep in the middle of the bed and snuggle. Hello, husband. Isn't that convenient timing that he just jumped on? So I went to buy a doona today, and I don't know what was in the shop, but as soon as I walked in, I started sneezing, and I was like watering eyes. And even the lady that worked in there was like, oh yeah, I'm a bit allergy today. And I thought, there must be some candles, or they've been cleaning with something, because I've walked out and I was just like, yeah. So I've even got a bit of red nose from blowing my nose because I'm trying not to let it drip down my throat. Anyway, that's another conversation for another day. Manuka, tea tree. This is the beauty. You can use tea tree for your allergies and hay fever to support your body, and you can also clean with it. How cool is that? So I will be diffusing tea tree and Manuka in my diffuser tonight with some easy air and some lavender. Oh, husband, I don't know if that's an appropriate question. I think that's why the girls are all laughing at you. My husband is asking on Instagram if he's going to get some tonight, because yesterday he did quite a lot of chores, but when he came home from work quite late at night, I was busy working. So this is my other favorite. This is a Parmesan shaker. This is just one that we don't use really. So these are great for a couple of things. Oh, I can't get the lid back on. You can pop some bicarb soda in there. You can pop a few drops of lemon, and you can sprinkle that onto areas that you need. Now that might be your kitchen sink, because maybe it's grimy, or maybe it just needs a good clean. It might be around, like the stainless steel area around the sink, where you put your plates and things. Like, it just builds up with yucky stuff. So that's a good way to kind of shake that on. I just leave it on there for a little while, and then you can just wipe it off with a paper towel, maybe with a bit of water if you need to, or you can just spray your spray and wipe and just throw your paper towel out. This is amazing to put on things like your hot plates and on your ovens. You can also add a little bit of water to it to make it into a little bit of paste. You want to be careful not to get it down, particularly in your oven, like into the front of the glass. But if you've got really yucky stains, I just tend to sprinkle this on, make it into a little bit of a water paste. So you could even do that in a little bowl, just some bicarb, some drops of lemon. Oregano is another good one to put into there as well. And then just paste it on. Leave it there for a little bit, and then you just need to wipe it off. You might then want to use something like your glass cleaner and just give it a bit of a freshen up, because you might get a bit of residue from the bicarb and the water and stuff. So super, super simple. Then your lemon can double up as your floor, if you're mopping. In my dishwasher, I love to use lemon. Jackie, he did, job well done. but he's at work. So in your dishwasher, depending on how you make it, so you could make your own little dishwasher pods, and I popped a recipe up about those today. You could just use bicarb soda, sprinkle a little bit in, a couple of drops of lemon, and then I have a glass bottle that's full of vinegar, also with some drops of lemon, and I pour that into like the rinse aid part. And then you can pop that on. You can also do the same thing as a way of cleaning your dishwasher, like every now and then, or even your washing machine. You can buy those fancy things that you tip up inside, but they're just full of harsh chemicals, so you don't need to use those. So that's another really cool way to use lemons. You might want to put it in like your mopping water, just Castile soap, a bit of this, or just a bit of laundry detergent. Like, you don't need a lot of stuff. In all-purpose cleaner, some people do put some dishwashing liquid. So I mean, I don't tend to use, like, I make my own, and we have a product which is On Guard Inner Cleaner Concentrate. I don't have any handy. So I often, will pour a bit of that particularly into my mold cleaner. But super simple, like so simple. These are the only products that I have in my kitchen, and then obviously my oils are floating around the house. So you can use things like Castile soap with a foaming pump. Now, if you've got old hand soaps, like, I don't know, my grandmother-in-law gives me a hand soap every year for Christmas. Bless her. And they're actually really expensive, but they have some not nice things in them. So I tend to pour it out, but I keep the bottle, and I just then fill it and make my own. It's got a beautiful, nice floral label on it. And I put a bit of Castile soap. I put some water, some olive oil or coconut oil or almond oil or whatever you've got at home. I tend to use fractionated coconut oil because it's not greasy and it doesn't smell. And you can make yourself some antibacterial hand wash. So you might want to use On Guard. You could use your tea tree. You might want to use something really nice like wild orange and lemon, just as a really nice scented smell. So that's a really simple way to make like some hand wash. That can double up as dishwashing liquid. Like, it's so, so easy. You do want to get it the right consistency though. Dishwashing liquid, I'm with you, Bev. It's the one product that I find the hardest to make. So I do sometimes buy an organic one that's unscented, and I just add my oils, or I tend to just use the cleaner concentrate. But we don't wash up a lot. We use our dishwasher. Just reading all your comments. You guys are funny. Any questions? What do people want to know about kitchens and, God, cleaning? Like, it's not the funnest topic, but what I do love is that I don't have to wear a mask. I don't need to wear gloves. This is the other thing. There's nothing worse than cleaning and then your hands are all yucky and dry. You can use your moisturizing hand wash that you've made. And like, you've literally got, a couple of tools. It's so, so easy. Totally natural. You don't have to worry. What I love about this stuff is if I just clean the bench, which I often do before dinner. And in fact, at the moment, we've probably got some Wheat Bix on the kitchen bench from this morning's breakfast, because we tend to just run out the door. Rice and things like that tend to get all stuck over the bench. So I will often clean that like multiple times. And my son might eat dinner. So I might get home from work and, give it a really good scrub. And then he'll eat dinner, which he wipes all over the bench, and then he eats. So imagine if I was using spray and wipe or bleach to clean my bench, and then he's eating that. Yucky. No good. No good at all. So I love that he can lick the windows. He can eat off the kitchen bench. I can eat off my own kitchen bench. We're all safe. It's so good. The other cleaner, can you use it in the oven? Yeah, absolutely. So you might want to use, your sprinkler. So in our oven, we tend to get, I guess all the residue drops down to the bottom, the bottom of the oven. So you often end up with like burnt black bits, and then you might go, like we went to make some homemade pizza a while ago and we were like, oh my God, the oven's on fire. It was just all the residue down the bottom heating up, so we were like, oh, we need to clean. So you want to get in, like we have like a little plastic scraper device. So we get in and just lift off the excess stuff that you don't need, even with just a dustpan, and then sprinkle this on. You probably want to make it into a bit of a paste because it's probably going to be more of a thick grime. I would tend to like leave that in overnight, and then in the morning just come through maybe with a bit of water or some spray and wipe and paper towel or your cleaning cloth, whatever you use. Like I use washable cloths, but I do tend for the real yucky, greasy, grimy stuff to use paper towel and just put it in the bin. So you can do it that way. You can mix and match the oils, which is really beautiful. So, I mean, we don't eat kind of real fatty, yucky food. So our oven certainly doesn't get as grimy as maybe what it did when I was a kid, although we probably didn't really use it a lot back then either. Microwaves. If you have a microwave, you could clean your doors and the insides of your microwaves. The beauty is when you then go to use your oven. So I know some people actually turn the oven on and heat it right up, like to kill the germs. There are natural ways that we can do that. And I know that a lot of people also turn the oven up because they've just cleaned with pretty hectic chemicals. So we don't need to do that when we've got natural solutions, which is really, really lovely for our bodies. So if you have any questions about kitchens, love to hear them. So we're going to go through the homes in the house over the week. So I'm really excited to talk to you about cleaning. Who doesn't like a good cleaner? In fact, a couple of days ago, I was thinking, I think I need a cleaner. The good thing about this is it's not time consuming and super safe. Hey, Alex. Honey, we need to catch up. If you do not have these beautiful essential oils and natural solutions in your life yet and you would like to get some, please send me a message because I'd love to help you. If you are in my oily tree tribe, whatever you want to call it, and you are kind of like, oh my God, I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I am hosting a class in June. I can't remember the date, at my place. We're literally going to make stuff. So I'm going to teach you how to use your oils. You need to bring your oils. I will have some things like this available for you to buy, which reminds me I need to order them. And we're going to get crafty, which will be really fun. So send me a message if you need some oils. Book into my class if you're local to me. If you're not local to me, we can do a one-on-one over Skype. That's super fun. And enjoy cleaning the kitchen. And I think tomorrow's the laundry. Fun times.